Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. In this video we're going to be looking at another menu book. This is going to be menu book number 13. Now in the previous menu book we unlocked the missions, so it's no great surprise that we're going to need to complete a mission to complete this menu book. So if we just go back into menu books for the moment and we will select to run this particular challenge. And it's going to be at the Magic Mountain. We need to get bronze or better and then come back. Well, we're going to try and go gold on all of these. So I don't know whether we've got to do the whole mission or just one part of the mission, but I'm going to go for the whole lot. So we'll head across to the mission tent. And we will be presented with a number of missions. So Magic Mountain is a 1 chili level, so it should be fairly easy. There are a number of tasks to complete. The first one is a pass, second one is a pass in a slightly quicker car, and we are looking to go all bronze or all gold. Well, as I said, we are going to be going all gold on these, or at least that is going to be the aim. So let's get into the mission, and the first is the Deep Forest Turn 1. Where I think we just need to come first. Now, no ability to run demos on this, so this is all going to be a case of feeling how things go. We're in cars that we don't know, although we should be on tracks that we are getting to know. So we've just done the third place car, coming up on this Peugeot 205. Oh no, it's an Abarth. I lied. And another Fiat in front, and second place, which isn't too bad for a first run. Getting a feel for things. This car should have the measure of the cars in front. They are quite a fair bit slower than our car, so we're just going to have to be a little bit braver into this first corner on the brakes, get it turned in and get the power on quickly. So ideally we want to try and get round the Abarth before the corner. Maybe I could switch underneath him and see if we can get a run on the Fiat 500 to the line. Oh, that is jolly close. We just managed to get first. Could go a lot faster on that one, but gold is good enough. Third against my friends, and wow, Beckett's just done well. That's Richard, my nephew. Wow. That is quite a time that he's set there. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the friends' times for this particular challenge. This is all about getting through these menu books as quickly as we can. I can come back later on when I'm not videoing all of these missions and see if I can better some of my times if I want to. But at the moment it's all about going gold. So we're in a Porsche this time. Significantly quicker. We're going to do the Mazda on the inside, and we're heading down into the S's. So we get this slowed down, turn in, just using the curb on the right hand side. We're going to go across the track for the curb on the left hand side here. And we need to get past this car. Is it going to be room on the outside? No, we'll switch to the inside. But the first place car is a significant way down the road, taking lots of the curve through this right-hander. We're going to need to get it settled down before we get into the banked curve so that we don't spin or ride up against the wall. We are catching the Nissan in front quite quickly. Can we catch him before the line? Looks like it's going to be possible. A little bit of slipstream. Out we come and slingshot to the line. And gold on that run. That was good. Probably not a great time, but to get that done quickly, that's all the good. So third place behind Cush and Beckett's, and we got a 4-star roulette ticket. Brilliant. Now the roulette tickets, I've said before, I'm saving those up until I get 10 or 15. I'm then going to open them all in one go and see what sort of prizes we get, because invariably the prizes are very low. So if you want to see that video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications for notification on when that video comes out. It'd be good to have you along. So back to the challenge. this is a classic muscle car oval race, and I think we're doing we're doing 5 laps, and we need to go from 10th ideally to 1st. So we've got this Trans Am, which we'll do on the outside. We've then got the 1960s Mustang in front of us. So I think I'm probably going to go high on most of these corners, just because I think most of the cars are going to slight bump on the wall there. Don't really want to do that. I wanted to keep this reasonably clean, try and get a clean race bonus, especially on an oval track. So we'll go on the outside of the Plymouth. We'll do the same for the Corvettes. Oh no, we can actually come down low. Oh, that was a bit of a dicey move. We did actually manage to get that done, and we've got 4 cars in front of us, all nose to tail. This could be quite a challenge getting past these cars, unless they all go low, but we're not going to catch them before this corner. Got a little bit of a spread through that corner. This one I think I'm going to try low, and we caught the first car, we caught the second one. That puts us into a bit of a spin, a lot of it opposite lock, and managed to actually gather that up. But all 4 cars are still in front of us. Just try and get past the first 2, get on the back of this silver Corvette. Try and do this one. No, it's going to close me down through the corner. This is the final lap. Lots of tyre smoke. Oh, just gone into the back of the Corvette again, and 3rd position. So that was not a great run. I think what we've got to do on this one is keep the accelerator buried, think about the turn-ins, and take most of the cars on the outside. Try and outside and inside is just upsetting lines of the car. So I think we're just going to try on the outside for most of these and attempt to keep the accelerator buried as much as possible. So we'll just we got into the back of the Mustang, so straight away that theory has just gone out of the window. So we'll stay high around this blue car, we'll stay high around the Plymouth. See if we can just get that straightened up, not into the wall. That's good. Again, just feathering the throttle through here, burying the throttle is a little bit too much. Oh, that Corvette got it well wide. Managed to catch him while he was sliding. We've now got the Stingray and the Corvette close together with the 1st and 2nd place cars in front. Oh, I got a slide on there. So we go high just to see if we can get around these cars. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, and then we came down and thumped the back of the Corvette Stingray really badly. Not at all happy with that move. I'm just really not getting the measure of this car. I mean, it's I feel as if it's just a little bit loose, although quite a few of the cars seem quite loose on these corners. We have managed to get it around into 1st place, but not very tidy, not very tidy at all. And 1st place will be good enough to meet the challenge that we've set ourselves, but I would prefer it to be tidy. No, a big slide there. So we had to go across the finishing line with a massive slide. And we did get 1st place, but that was not very tidy at all. Not overly happy with that whatsoever. No clean race bonus on that one, hardly surprising. Yeah, I think we'll park that one and just move quickly on to the pass. And it looks like we've got a VW Beetle and a VW van. Okay, this is going to be a slow burn. These are slow cars, but they do tend to slide around. Oh, and we've got a horrible right-hand corner up over the hill and then round to the left. So we're going to have to think about our braking point into this corner, watching as the track, the car actually gets sucked into the track. It's almost like it bottoms out before you go up, and that really unsettles the car on this particular corner, and in particular on these older cars with all the wallowy suspension. So let's see if we can just get behind this particular van, the first one. So third gear as we go up the hill. Oh, and we've lost all power. Oh, we did catch that one, and the second one, just do that one on the inside, but we're struggling to get over the top of the hill and then down the other side. Can we catch up with both of these? Can we even reach the second place van? No, we can't. It's only going to be good enough for third. That does get us bronze, which is good enough for the challenge, but we want to go gold, so we're going to try this again. Let's just think about how we might be able to get up the hill quicker. Maybe changing down into second. Would that give us more revs to get up the hill? So third gear through there. Ooh, went too wide there, trying to carry too much speed through the corner. As I said, it does unsettle the balance of the car as you go down that dip before it goes upwards. The undulations in this part of this track are quite difficult to get right, especially in this car. Oh, we're going around again. What I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to get as much speed as I can to try and carry that up the hill so that we can streamline the VW vans and see if we can actually do 2 or 3 of them as we go over the top. So I've got the momentum going down the hill to try and get first place. So better turn in there. Second gear to try and get up the hill. That's really not working for us. Then it's a first gear. So that was actually worse than sticking with third gear. So changing down the gear there was a massive mistake. Really not working for us at all. And we didn't actually overtake anybody. So just trying to learn from each of these runs, every single run, just trying different things, different strategies, different lines, different braking points, different gears, just finding what does and what doesn't work. So this one I'm going to turn in slightly earlier to get a run. We're going to go to the inside to do the brown van. We're going to have to go to the outside of that sort of greeny turquoisey colour. This is better. Third gear is definitely better going up over the top. We're carrying a bit more speed down the hill. Hit the rev limiter, so took it up to fourth, but still a million miles away from the first place and gold. So that's bronze and silver done. So learning all the time. The line through this initial corner is important. We need to come across to the right hand side of the track and then sweep across the track to take the inside of that corner to carry the speed up the hill. We actually caught that van a lot faster than we expected. So much more speed up over the top, and we're already into first place as we come out of that final corner, and then it's a straight run to the line. So much better. You can see then how every single run, just trying different things, learning each time, and we get there within a few runs. Yeah, that actually felt pretty good, that run. I was pleased with that. Only third, but yeah, not too worried. Gold is gold, and that's all that matters when we're doing the missions. Okay, so next up we've got the pass in a Jeep, like an old World War II Jeep. This is going to be interesting. These are great for off-roading. A nice twisty circuit. I'm not sure how this Jeep is going to handle on the dirt. So probably the first run or two is going to be getting a feel for how the Jeep behaves, so how it's turning in, how it's actually gripping through the corners. It's dark as well. Oh, slight nudge there on the left hand side. Let's continue around and just keeping an eye on this Jeep in front, just seeing if we can actually get around. Just keep pushing and pushing through this corner. Again through this one. So this is the first place in front of us now. Just keep pushing to the line. We didn't quite manage it. Second place for the first run is pretty good. I'm actually quite pleased with that. That was a little bit better than I thought. So second run, I feel as if we can actually keep the accelerator buried quite a lot more than I did in the first run. So might actually keep this planted all the way through this one. Looking for an overtake on the first Jeep. We get that done. We're now looking for the second Jeep and also looking to keep on the inside of this corner. Try and get it straightened up as quickly as we can. Still keeping that accelerator buried, being really, really brave. Just balancing the car through these undulations, taking the inside of that corner, trying not to drift too wide. Just put a bit of extra steering lock in there to get it slowed down and straightened. Still got the accelerator buried over that rise, and we're now into first position. Over that rise, keep it out of the barrier, keep it turned in, so really working the steering wheel and across the line. Yes, I like that one. That was good. That was a nice run. How do we do on the leaderboard for that one, I wonder? First, yes. Yes, that's what we're talking about. That was nice. Very nice. Brilliant. Okay, so what have we got next? Next is a slipstream. So we need to get 121.2 miles per hour. The key thing with a slipstream is getting exactly behind the car in front. And whether we follow the same car all the way, whether this is straight, I don't quite know. There's no map to help us at the moment. So we're in a nice Porsche. And we will just bury the accelerator pedal. Still in third. We'll watch for the revs to get right away up to the top of the range before we change up. Making sure that we're keeping exactly behind this cream coloured car in front. Thinking about when we're going to pull out. We're going to pick up the black one as quickly as we can. I think we have actually caught the slipstream. That's good. Can't change up from fourth gear, but we're just going to run to the line and we'll push him over the line at a 121.8. That will do me. That'll do me nicely. Very nice indeed. And equal first. O'Reilly beat me because he set the time first, but equal first. We'll take that. So we're pushing through this mission fairly quickly. And we've got 2 more missions to do, and we've got another pass to do. Ah, the dreaded Tokyo Expressway with the walls. We do love to hate this track. So this is going to be a case of balancing the brake and accelerator, getting past these cars without hitting them. And I bet we're going to need to stay out of the walls as well. As soon as we touch the wall, no doubt it will fail us. Disqualify us, whatever. So we'll try and just keep it on the track. And yeah, there you go. As soon as you touch the wall, that's it. Game over. So we're really going to have to think very carefully about our braking, our turning, and our overtaking points. Now we need to get through this traffic, so we're going to need to take some risks. But we are going to need to be very careful about where we overtake. So just get this turned in through here. Looking for the yellow car. I'm going to try for the left hand side again. Managed to pull it off this time through the tunnel. We need to get this slowed down a little bit through here. Not carrying too much speed. Oh, we caught the wall. It was just drifting towards the wall. I was reluctant to put too much steering in there for fear of the back end snapping and putting us into the wall anyway. So we did okay last time. We need to try and do this first car more quickly through the first corner if we can. That will set us up better for the second car, and it will then also enable us to carry more speed through the tunnel to get the next car. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to work on seeing how quickly we can get through this first corner. If it means that we tag the car or we tag the wall a few times, that's fine. I'm just experimenting to see how quickly we can get through that particular corner. I think that was probably about as quick as we could do. We didn't really overtake that car any quicker, or the yellow one any quicker than we did originally. So maybe now we just got to keep this calm, keep it settled. Kept it out of the wall that time. We've got a tight left-hander coming up that we're going to need to be careful of. We've got the right-hander first of all, then the left. That's the left-hander I was worried about. That left-hander often sucks me into the barrier. And whenever I'm doing the expressway, I always end up doing these runs multiple times just to get the measure of how the car feels and how it behaves through that corner, whether it's going to stick to the track and I can power through, or whether it's just going to just drift out and touch the barrier. And on this, you only just have to nudge the barrier to get a fail. So I didn't quite catch this first car as quickly as we would have liked, so we're going to have to do into the beginning of this corner. We are on the back of the yellow car as we enter into the tunnel, so we're not a lot further back than the first couple of runs, so I'm going to keep pushing this, remembering this little left-right section through here, making sure that we don't overcook it, getting it right and turn in for this tight left-hander through this tunnel. We can see if we can overtake him on the inside. We get that move done. Now we need to get the power down to the line, and thankfully that's first place and another gold. Probably not a great time, we'd probably do a lot better, but as we said before, gold is gold, and that is good enough for what we need. Second place as well, I will take that every day of the week. So now we are into the final test, which is a race. It looks like we are in the Fiat 500. So again, this is going to be a case of slipstreaming, carrying speed through corners, possibly not trying to brake too much, because if you lose the speed, trying to get the speed back up in these cars is really difficult. So the more speed that we can maintain, the better. So do the grey one first of all going into this corner. Just need to change up, a little bit slow on the change up there when I was concentrating going past these cars. So that's another one getting us up into sixth. Oh, we're going to tag. Yeah, we had to brake too much for the white car, and that is going to completely compromise us going up this hill. Let's see how slow this is. We might be able to get first place as we go over the top. I feel that we could have been an awful lot faster through there. We could have been well ahead by the time we get to this corner. As it is, we are in first place by just coming up for half a second. So we go down the hill, see if we can pick up some speed and see if we can build that gap a little bit. As we come down into this double right, we need to start thinking about where we might brake. Do we even need to brake? I think we probably will, because it does get quite tight down the bottom here. Taking lots of curb to try and get some speed on the way up. Oh, we did that way too tight, which has lost us an awful lot of speed. We've pretty much lost all of our speed going up the hill. You can see the rev counter in third just dying. Second gear doesn't help at all. Third gear not even registering on the rev range as we get over the top. We are still in first place just, and we'll let that run down here. We have thankfully managed to build out a second gap, which is growing at the moment. So we've got another tight right-hander here, so thinking very carefully about how much curve we take, using all of the track, trying to keep what speed we have as we go up over the top. Almost coming to a stop. Reluctant to change down into second, bearing in mind that didn't really work for us before, so sticking with third gear. We'll get this turned in, just accelerating, no brake, nothing on this one. We're going to get the downhill run now. This is the second lap. So now thinking about this corner, we need to go a fair bit deeper, and we need not to turn too aggressively at the bottom of the corner, and we need to try and carry as much speed up the hill as we can. So just getting it turned in a little bit more gently, looking to apex the corner. Oh, we took some grass there just to try and keep that corner straighter than we would like, but I think we're carrying more speed up the hill this time, although the second place car is definitely catching us down to 3 seconds, 2.7, catching us very, very quickly. But there is the checkered flag, and we do get first, and it is gold. So that one was quite a challenge, and we could quite easily have lost that one. But first is first, and that's all that matters. So we didn't get a clean race on that one, but we do complete the challenge, and we have now completed the mission. So for all bronze, we get ourselves a VW van. The first camper van that we had as a family. We bought it as an old veg wagon, converted it into a camper van, and my bed used to be above the engine. Really nice and toasty on the way down to Devon. By the time we got down there, it was really warm. Oh, and we get the Jeep too. The Jeep is for gold. I don't know how useful these two vehicles are going to be throughout the rest of the game, but they are two iconic vehicles to have in the garage, which is rather nice. Still collector level 20. Slowly coming around, but we are all gold on Magic Mountain, and we will probably come back to some of these missions a little later, but for now we're going to continue on with the menu books until we've completed those, and there's quite a number of menu books still to be done. So nice to have that mission out of the way. We've got Blue Moon Bay Speedway and the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca have both been made available to us, and Willow Springs, 3 tracks have been made available to us. And next we're going on to menu book 14, in which we are going to be racing for Mustangs. So if you have not subscribed to the channel and you want to see me winning these cars, please hit the subscribe button and smash that bell for notifications of that video coming out. If you're a returning person watching again another one of my videos, thank you ever much for supporting the channel. It's very much appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you on another video very soon. For now, take care. Bye-bye.